Alright guys, Simon here, and we're playing Mass Effect once again. So we haven't done very much yet, we've just been walking around mostly in the last set of videos. So now we are going to go to the council chambers to talk to the council and then get some storytelling. I realized that I didn't actually say some of the things that I could have said. So let me just quickly go over it. You know how the Presidium is like a ring? I just assumed that people would know why it was like that. Hold on, let me just turn around. Like, I just assumed that people knew how space stations kind of work, or at least, you know, science fiction space stations. So this is like a torus. What happens is, supposedly, this thing actually spins around on an axis, like a ring. And so the ring spins around, and the centrifugal force creates artificial gravity. So, you know, as you kind of swing something around, it pushes everything outwards. And so the idea is that, you know, all this water, us, and everything, we're being pushed outwards towards the outside edge of the ring, which is, you know, where I'm looking down there. And so then, as this thing spins, everything gets pushed outwards, and that creates artificial gravity. Or at least that's the idea. The thing is, in this game, or in this, you know, in the story, there's supposedly the mass effect as well, which is, you know, the ability to manipulate mass. And so that's the other way to create artificial gravity in this universe. It doesn't actually exist in the real world, of course. So I don't actually think this centrifugal thing is necessary, given that they have the mass effect. Anyway, that's the idea. I don't actually know how well the centrifugal thing works, because it mimics gravity if you're touching the ground, but if you're floating in the air, then I don't think it actually pushes you down at all. Like, I don't think it only pushes you down if you're in contact with it. I'm not sure about that, how that works. Like, I think, you know, you can kind of float. I think if you float, you don't actually fall down. Like, if you're up in the air, there's still, like, you're just still kind of floating in space, because there's no gravity. I think that's how that works. I'm not sure. I'm not a physicist. Maybe if you guys know more about it, you can tell me whether it works like that. Or rather, like, if you kind of, if you're moving opposite, in an opposite direction to the direction in which the ring is spinning, then you can counteract the centrifugal force, and then you can kind of float upwards, or you lose gravity. You know, or if you if you move the other way, then you increase your simulated gravity. I don't know. I think it's actually not as good as some science fiction stories assume it is. Like, it kind of works, but it also has some quirks to it. Oh, also, can we see it here? Oh, you did. You see those in the distance? I don't know if you can see it. But there you go, 080, and then up there there's a blue writing. There's human letters and numbers in the Citadel, and I never knew, like, is that 09 or 60 if you look at it the other way, or 09 if you look at the other way. I don't know why there's human letters and numbers in the Citadel, because the Citadel has been around for, or it's been occupied for like 2,500 years, and the humans have only been here for like a dozen years or so, so like, you know, 12 or 15 years or so. I don't know why there's human writing on the walls. I think that's an oversight. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. But that same thing goes on throughout the entire series, even up to Mass Effect 3. There'll be random human writing in places where humans have never been before, which is odd. Anyway, let's get on with the story. So the elevator rides are also loading screens. Sometimes they'll talk. Interestingly,
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
there we go.
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Huh. Yeah, so the elevators are loading screens, and your squad mates will talk to each other. I like that, actually, the interactions. They removed that in Mass Effect 2 and 3, unfortunately. Also elevator music. Alright. And this is... See, like the cherry blossoms, I'm pretty sure these are like human trees from Earth. It's kind of strange to have this stuff in space. So this is cool. So this is one of the more impressive architectural moments in the first game. There's more of this stuff in the second and third game, but in the first game, a lot of the environments aren't that special. But you know, you come in here, there's all these uplights, right, and the trees are lit from underneath, and you walk through, and then the whole thing is revealed to you there. So you get this huge chamber, and you walk up the stairs too. So you kind of, you know, you kind of look up a little bit, or usually you do.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
Come across anything I should
Ah, I
know
clicked
about?
the wrong thing.
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so this is a nice chamber. So this is it's kind of curvy. Look at that. Look at those curves. This is somewhat less Earth-like in terms of the shapes. Not that many curves, because curves are difficult to build. But yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Look at that huge chamber, lights, kind of atmospheric too. Like you see the light beams there, you know, glowing lights and everything. Looks pretty good. Also completely centralized. You kind of walk straight up the middle way. Not you don't walk straight up, but kind of go around a little bit. But everything is kind of symmetrical. Everything's focused, and you're always walking up, so everything's focused in the middle up there. Very dramatic, very dramatic. And there's the spaces too. Like it opens up, and then it closes in, and then it opens up again there, and then it closes in again. So you know the shape of it is open and close, and then everything moves up. Very dramatic. What's going on here? Alright, let's just walk around. I don't know if there's anyone to talk to yet at this point. None of these side rooms are open to us, so we can ignore those. These people just standing around doing nothing. There we go.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants.
Commander?
Alright, he's not gonna talk to us yet. Later on, he'll give us a quest. Nothing's here, nothing's here. Actually, we can talk to our squad mates.
You sure have to climb a lot of stairs to reach the council. Think that's supposed to be symbolic of their importance?
Yes, it is. You just analyzed architecture, Caden.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
Well, given that you just walk straight upwards,
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
I don't really think it's all that defensible. I guess it's not bad. I guess you can, you know, shoot at people as they walk up. What's going on here? Rapids transit? We don't really want to do that.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. For the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Yes. It's not just random banter too, like they give you a little bit of insight into the backstory. Look, a human. What are you doing here? Is anyone here? No, just sitting around doing nothing. Alright, so there's nothing here for us to do. Alright, let's keep going up. Look at that light. Look at that. It seems almost overly dramatic. Like, look at this. It's a bit much, don't you think? Giant beams of light coming down. Where's that light coming from, anyway? If I remember right, there's no star here. Like, the Citadel is just kind of in the middle of space. It's not actually in the star system, so there shouldn't actually be any light coming in the windows. Anyway, looks cool though, doesn't it? Hey, what's up, Captain Anderson?
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres. He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Ah, loser.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
That seems a bit over the top, Captain.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.